that's last weekend, right? It was a big weekend for you. It was you and Justin's wedding anniversary.
Yes.
That's right. How was it? 7 years? No.
7 years. Can you believe that?
Was it 7 years ago?
Oh my God.
I had so much fun at your wedding. It was the best, most beautiful wedding. I loved it.
The only problem with that wedding is I didn't get to go as a guest.
Yeah.
I want to go back as a guest, but you had the most fun at that wedding.
I did have a lot.
You remember your speech that you made?
I don't remember any of this.
During Justin's speech that he made?
I kind of
During
do.
our reception, Justin was giving this beautiful, thank you so much for coming, you flew so far, this means the world to us, you are our most beloved. And over in the corner, there were these terrarium things, remember, with the big glass lids, and you put it on your head and you just stood up like a weird old school scuba diver or some sort of an astronaut or
I think it was swimming around or something.
You were interrupting him and he was laughing back at you, and I thought, thank God this is Jimmy, because if it wasn't you...
You'd thrown out of the
Thrown out.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. It was these giant fish bowls.
Giant fish bowl
I
thing.
just put one on and like, started pretending I was an astronaut or something.
Yeah.
No, anyways.
I remember
I'm happy that you invited me. Thank you. That's why I don't get invited to any weddings anymore. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Well, you can always, if I get married again, to him again,
to Justin,
I
will. I'll be
the remix.
The remix? Okay, I'll be there. When you guys renew your vows, I'll be there. I was hearing this. I was doing some research on this interview, and I saw somewhere it came out that you were never really an NSYNC fan when they were out.
Well, no. But
were you like a Backstreet Boys fan?
No. I was a lame music-y, not lame. I was just listening to old school stuff. I was listening to theater productions. I was listening to Rent. I was knew every word of Rent. I was listening to Motown. I was listening to old school stuff. I lived under a rock. I wasn't into pop culture music.
Because we actually found an interview of Jessica Biel during those times that NSYNC was around. It's pretty interesting to see.
Jimmy.
This is years before you and Justin ever met.
No, please.
Here's Jessica Biel in 1999 being asked
if
she's an NSYNC fan. Take a look.
To be honest, I don't really listen. I mean, I know of them, of course, and I've heard of them, and I've heard the music. I don't think I own any of their CDs. I'm not a huge fan. But, I mean, cool, I guess.
Oh my God, you were in so much trouble. Dude, you were so much trouble. Oh my God. Cool, I guess. Oh my God.
The attitude.
The attitude you had, yeah. But you don't know, but I figured now you probably know some NSYNC songs, right?
Not really. Listen, it became very clear to me just a month ago when we were with our friends. We were hanging out again in Italy somewhere, and we were trying to play Truth or Dare, which is the dumbest thing to do with a bunch of late 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea. Everyone knows each other's truth, so it's boring.
Yeah, you're just like, let's just play Dare.
So we just played Dare, and my Dare was I have to sing an NSYNC song, all the lyrics, all the melodies, and I literally, I couldn't. I only know 3 words. Bye, bye, bye. Which is, I guess, 1 word 3 times.
It's 1 word 3 times. It's still, that's the one to know.
I wasn't allowed to sing that. I had to sing something else. Justin coached me through the chorus, the verse. I'm looking at the words. It was so it was humiliating.
Oh my gosh.
It was really humiliating.
I love it. It's hilarious. We should both work on we'll find a song and do a duet and surprise Justin.
Would you help me?
Yeah, I will help you. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, because I'm a giant fan.
I know.
You do know that, right?
I
know. I want to talk about your show, Limetown. This is on Facebook Watch. This is good that you're starring in this. You executive produced this.
Yes.
And this is based on this podcast that was fascinating.
Yes.
It was really cool.
Did you love it?
Yes.
I loved it so much.
Who did the podcast again?
Well, Zach Akers and Skip Bronke, they created this podcast. They created the story. I thought it was real.
No, at first, yeah, because me too.
100% real.
This was at the time. Yeah, me too.
So I thought, for sure, this is something I missed. The news
like a
goes
true
so
crime
quickly.
podcast. And what is the story again?
So the story is this town, this small kind of science community.
Yes.
Sort of everyone in the town disappears one day. And there's no leads, no nothing. It's like the town was full with people one day, the next day it's just empty.
Yeah.
And that was 15 years in the past. So when we start our show, My character is an investigative journalist, and she has her own podcast, and she actually has a personal connection. One of her family members is one of the missing. So she wants to open up the case, and she gets a lead. And then you go into the story.
But it's a fantastic story, and it's done so well by you.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.